Welcome to the first iteration of the Cum Zone. I mean, the Plum Zone. Um, Considering that the other first iteration didn't have audio from anybody else, we had to redo it, so that's neat.
Okay.
Don't talk. I hate you. So this time around, it's gonna be a lot even sadder. The other episode was about an hour long, so this one's gonna have to be about a lot less than that because I'm tired. It's 2:48 in the morning, and I got home from work. 6 hours, man. Um, to start off with, like, something that's actually worth talking about, I guess. If you change the music one more time, I'm disconnecting you from the server and banning you. I swear to God, if you continue typing, I'm gonna ban you regardless. Alright. I swear, I'm not even kidding. I can get 10 more people in here, and they're not you. I don't care if it is. I don't care if it's chill music or not. I will banish you from the Performium server.
The music we're playing, we're gonna be starting a 3 a.m. challenge.
This is the chillest music that you can. Are you kidding me? Royalty-free ukulele? You're not chilling with royalty-free ukulele? You're not slapping to this? This is the best music. Alright, let me just go check. Just make sure everything... Okay, Christian, can you talk for a minute?
Gaming.
Nice, okay, so that's spiked. Everything's cool. Let's talk about quarantine school and how gay it is. I'm quite sick of all of the I'm sick of all the new assignments and just the teachers thinking that they can put up just crap tons of assignments and that we're all gonna do them and that it's as easy to learn as it is while we're sitting in school. And while I can't even learn anything because the teacher's not teaching me, so
Yeah. That's why I stopped doing it.
yeah,
And I thank God, because apparently now it's just becoming extra credit for me, at least,
yeah.
for whatever extra I do.
I just really wish that I'd be able to uh, I really wish that I wouldn't have to do all that. I want to I just want to relax. I would rather them just end the school year early and then I'd be able to do um I'd be able to do school at the end of the year. Like I'd rather do have more school next year than have to do school while quarantine is happening. And it's like we're going to be going back. We most likely won't. So
No, we've already been
yeah,
told
you
that we're
guys
not
been
going back.
canceled. Up in New York though, it's just been said that until further notice, but they've already got.
Yeah, I don't. You guys are most definitely not going back this year, at least.
Well, they
You guys
don't
have
know.
worse coronavirus cases than we do.
I know, but we're kind of stupid. I'm just not entirely sure how everything is gonna work. I just want to just relax. I want to play video games. I want to go to work. I want to make money. But I guess I'm just not allowed to have fun. Um, I've just wanted. I had to go get a shot today. uh, and I had to go get a shot today, and I went, and she immediately said. She asked on the survey. She asked if I was sexually active, and I said yes. And she said, "Is it protected 100% of the time?" And I said, "No." And they said, "Go piss in a cup." Tested me for STDs. I'm pretty sure I don't have any, but they're gonna call me if I do. So that'll be interesting.
Your grandpa gets rough with you sometimes.
Only sometimes. Other times it's quite gentle. Um, I don't know. I've just not been feeling quarantined. I've been so tired. I've been going to sleep at like way earlier than I usually do, even though it's 2:52 in the morning right now.
So, another topic. How much drywall do you think you can eat?
That just depends, man. How dry is the drywall?
I
Uh,
got a glass of water, maybe.
like I would need. I think I would need endless amounts of water, just like dozens of jugs of water. And we're not like biting into the drywall. This is just like already cracked up drywall.
Well, you've got the Kyles that punch through drywall. What would the guy that eats drywall's name be?
Um, I just want to say Bob, but
Bob, the
Bob the
drywall eater.
drywall eater. Yeah, Bob the drywall eater.
Now, on another topic, do you think you could make a vehicle out of drywall?
Definitely, definitely could. It wouldn't last very long, but
It would work.
could we fuel it
would
on
work.
Monster?
I think we could just like pedal it around.
I know, but like the Kyles would have to fuel it, obviously, right?
Dude, this has at least 100 Kyles.
This is his
Do like
100
Randy.
Kyles. Except for just Kyle's juiced up on Monster, like with like controller cords attached to them, just running,
Just have like
delivering monsters.
a fucking fishing pole with a monster on the end of the line.
Or like a girlfriend.
Mm.
Because you know they want those too, man. Man, I don't even know what the other topics were that we talked about.
You think they have Joe Cameron's music on here?
You know, I don't want to find out at the moment. I will. I would love to find out later, though.
Cameron shout
I want
out.
to see if you can do that.
Joe Cameron shout
We'll
out.
think about that later. I can't wait. You know, if he promotes us, if he can be a sponsor.
His 20
And a monkey.
subscribers, and like 5 of them are my accounts.
Yes. Let's have him. We'll just like have him as a sponsor. One of the other
We can
topics
get you a
was,
bar.
of course, is why is my penis so small? It's very tiny, and every post that we've looked at so far just says genetics. You can't do anything about it. It's just tough. Tough it out. Yeah,
give me a
just
second.
learn the motion
gonna
of the
see what-
ocean. And
I'm gonna see what this sounds like with the ukulele.
I wonder how much bass it already has.
You should play Urban Lullaby. That's a good song.
I don't think it has bass. Yeah, Christian, I don't think it has bass at all.
I was really wishing the bass boost would just really badly distort it.
No, it's an actual bass boost. It like bass boosts like the actual bass and not everything. It doesn't distort it at all. I don't know. I've just been No, I swear to God. Yeah, we.
No, it's not. It's not anything terrible, Dylan. That's
Yeah,
the
you know,
thing.
and it'll
It's
play
just-
after the 10 hours.
That it's being looped on.
Yeah. So
It's nothing terrible.
cool. So it'll play after the 10 hours.
It's practically the lullaby, except different.
That's cool. However, it'll play after the 10 hours.
Or after I skip.
And if you do
Well, I'm not
that,
doing
you're
that.
banned from the server.
Well, I'm gonna have this in the queue as well.
Nice.
it's
Also,
my Travis Scott.
by the way, for anybody who ever wanted to join this podcast, if they've listened past the first 5 minutes of this, yeah, just comment or talk to me via social media, And if you have Discord, you can join, and then you can be a part of the Plum Zone, the Plum Zone podcast. Recording when I can. Um, Scarily enough, back to the topic of why my penis is so small. Uh, I'm just concerned. Like, they say if it does the job, it does the job, but what about my insecurities? You know? What about how I feel?
My God, just doesn't
Tape a
understand
hot
you
dog.
well.
Like, I'm content, and, like, everything's fine, but, like, what if... But there are times when I'm not content. What about those times? Am I really okay?
Just tape a hot dog.
It's not gonna do the trick, Daniel. It's not gonna be enough. I'll need at least 2.
Oh. Oh well. Oh.
To make it normal sized and fully functional. But 2 millimeters just isn't enough. It's not what it cracked up to be. I don't know. I'm just, simply concerned. I wonder. I mean, on all those posts, a lot of people are asking exactly if it's okay to have a 4-inch penis erect, and I'm just gonna say no. I don't care what all those people say, those level 7 doctors on there giving you their answers. It's just false. I am sorry for your
It's
confidence.
okay.
It's not okay.
Eh.
Shut up, Daniel. It's not okay if your penis is 4 inches or like even slightly above or less. It's not, and that's erect. It's not okay. I apologize for your genetics. It's just not okay. You will never be looked up as like a, an average or adequate human being in a woman's eyes. I
That's why
apologize.
I only have to tape 1 hot dog and you have to tape 2.
Well, if I really want to be average, I'll have to tape 3. I'm negative. It's just a problem. I feel it's just absurd. I mean, we're just born with it, and we gotta deal with the hand we're dealt. We can't do anything about it, man. Luck of the draw. And I drew the shortest straw.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't happy about it, man. But my nuts are huge. Giant. It's not a cool thing. It's just true. It doesn't
Yeah.
help anybody. But God, they are
Swing
big.
from 'em.
What? Oh yeah, you definitely could.
You can swing from your nuts.
Yeah, I believe it. I don't know. Animal Crossing is a game, and I think it looks like a great game. I'd play it if I had a Switch. I don't feel like buying one. I do
Yeah.
love farming, but it just seems so tedious. Like, why would I want to do chores whenever I don't even want to do chores in real life? Like,
That's how I
Usually
feel
lazy
about
Dylan.
most games right
yeah, like, I
now.
don't want to, like, why do I play Fallout 76? Because I get to butt fuck zombies. Can I do that in real life? No.
I mean, if they're wearing an outfit, yeah.
Shut up.
It just sounds like corpses.
Yeah,
Being a necrophiliac.
I've been called such.
Oh
it
yeah.
doesn't-
If we're gonna get on the topic of that game, we need to start playing more Nuclear Winter.
Fallout 76 is a game. Probably will end up playing more of that game to unlock some good customizations. Yeah, boy.
The Power Armor skins look really, really
We'll
cool.
also
You
have
also
to
get
play
like
Fortnite.
statues and stuff. No.
I'm just... I don't know. Royalty-free ukulele is tampering with my mind. But we won't change it until the 10 hours is up.
No, I think we can skip it and we'll go back to it.
Let's just skip, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Just once
Depending on how
though.
this sounds, we'll either be listening to the Travis Scott.
Sure. Is this royalty free?
It's just humming.
I don't know, man. UMG doesn't care. Doesn't matter anyways, I guess. I just don't want to get copyright striked. Can we copy strike this guy?
Yeah, it should be free.
Okay.
I think it is.
I mean, I can hum like this and record it myself.
Let's see what this is. We'll go back to the song possibly.
Fortnite by Travis Scott. No, I'm willing to bet that that is copyrighted.
Oh, it most definitely is. I just wanted to hear the intro.
Who even is Travis Scott?
See, this track sounds familiar.
It just sounds like the beginning of, what is that, Sicko Mode?
No, it's not Sicko Mode.
Mobamba?
It sounds that sounds similar, but
Yeah, I know the song. I just don't want
yeah, this is most definitely not Fortnite by Travis Scott.
Let's skip. It is Sicko Mode.
It is Sicko Mode. What?
I knew it was Sicko Mode. Banned. No, but if someone legitimately just doesn't like the Beatles, I don't think they have a good taste in music. Because I know people who like rap, people who like country, and they all like the Beatles. Because it's just good music. If you don't like the Beatles, then you just don't have a good taste in music, or you're just a trend follower, or a bandwagon. I'm just not about it. What I am about is the Plum Zone, and just want everyone to know that. Bass boost. Wonder what it'll do. Just made it somewhat better. I don't know. I'm just into a classic rock, 60s, 70s, 80s pop. Just what I'm about. Once again, if anyone wants to join this podcast in the future for future recordings, just tell me, and then boom, it happens. Wow, it's just like that. I'm hoping there's not too much static on this recording, because if there is, that's going to be really upsetting. But that's okay, because hopefully people will ignore it. I just really, I don't even know what I want. That static will be there every time anyway. Regardless of what I'm recording. It could be the podcast or it could be a Minecraft Let's Play. What was that?
What?
That laugh, man.
I don't know, man.
I was taken aback. But yeah, it could be, that static will always be there, I think, regardless of whether, it doesn't matter what I'm recording. So that sucks. Okay, we definitely cannot play this. No matter how much I like the song.
Oh, that sounds awful.
We can't play all this copyrighted music and not sicko mode either. Let's just do that.
I'm just waiting until this 10 hours is up, and then Iron Maiden's gonna be playing.
Oh man. I feel like it's things are weird. Um I don't understand why anyone would ever be a furry. I don't understand a lot of people being gay for attention. Like, what happened to like, oh, I need to gain popularity or attention to fuel my social cravings. Let me be good at something like art or music, or maybe I'll write, or I'll just be really smart, I'll be ambitious. No, I can't do any of those things. How original. I'll be a furry, because that'll give me a lot of attention, and that it may not be positive, but it'll be attention enough for me. What brought about that mindset? I hate whoever like put that into the limelight. Why? Also, like, oh, I like being gay is controversial. If I want attention, I'll just be bisexual because it's not fully gay, right, boys? No, you're gay in my eyes. I don't like you. I don't like any like it's not that I don't like gay people. I'm fine with most of them. Uh like as long as they're not like shoving it in my face. Uh you know, whichever however you take that. I just don't want to hear about it. I don't want you're not trying to grab my attention. You can grab somebody else's attention and their cock while you're at it. I'm not about it. I don't want to know about your sexual escapades with yourself. Okay? What goes in you is not my business. I don't know, I'm personally I hate society because we live in a society. I hate this place. I hate the world. I wish we had a redo. Cause
It's rewind time.
like I want to rewind. It's rewind time. Like we fucked up the world, dude. Like can we go back and make sure that like all those things that I mentioned just never reach the limelight and we just keep things normal?
Let's go
We
back to
simply-
1800 slavery.
We simply just need to go back to like 2014, 2016 YouTube.
2014 YouTube. We need to change it all. We need to make sure that furries are banished from the Performium server. I'm not feeling them, man. I don't like the way they vibe. I just don't. I just feel. They make me feel uncomfortable. It's just not okay. I don't want them to be around me. I am turned off by the idea.
I feel like there's everything's for a reason, and I feel like just about everything is for attention, just about no matter what.
It's mostly for attention. Like, do you think?
Or like
If-
maybe daddy issues, but like besides that,
Yeah,
I
we
wouldn't
just
know.
set that aside because it's not 100% all the time. But it's this the problem is that do you think that all of those furries, if they were given the proper attention that they craved in their formative years, would they really be furries?
No, they try to be running for president and shit.
Yeah, they would be scholars. They would be normal people maybe. The same thing with you know what, let's not get into that one. But daddy issues, mommy issues, parental issues, they breed new sexualities apparently, and sexual deviance. It's kind of sucky, because I'm not a big fan. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
I'm okay with a certain level of BDSM. You understand that? I understand like, ooh, like, I'm pretty sure that's like the mommy issues type thing. Is if that's what you're missing out on, then you're usually more into BDSM as a male. And like, sure, okay, I don't give a shit if you like being whipped, or if you like fucking getting, if you like pain or something. That's cool, whatever gets your rocks off, not my problem. Just as long as it's not, pure CBT, I'm fine with it.
And you're so in the cock with a baseball bat.
Yeah, just to
Yeah,
come.
yep.
And just it's just everything is just so weird in that general area. I don't care. It's not my place to judge. I will talk about it though. I don't let anyone like ruin my opinion. Everyone's entitled to one, and I have my opinion. My opinion is a negative one towards those groups of people. Not BDSM. I don't really give a shit about those fucking weird fucks. They can do whatever they want to. I don't know. It's just, I can't talk about it, man. It's just, you get so much backlash for all that nowadays. Like, there's like hardly anything you can really talk about freely without getting a permanent track record of gay hate. So, not that I care. I don't know. I think that maybe if those people were given the proper attention and care that they needed and lacked, there would be a lot less of those minorities, uh, just of byproducts of LGBTQ and furries. I don't, or those sexual deviants. If they were given their attention, then everything would have been fine. But whatever. It's just fantastic that the most useless people in our society are paid the most, and the most essential are paid the least. That's just very
I mean,
interesting.
it's one of those things, but like, it's also, say, it's like furries or someone like around that spectrum. They, for some reason, have the most power with cancel culture, and it's completely ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it's just it's the arrogance, the lack of like it doesn't matter what you say. It's just they're so arrogant. And like you have that they have that advantage of you on top of you because
Yeah.
like they claim to be oppressed. So
Yeah.
you're not oppressed. You did that to yourself. You like walked
Even if
into a bar that
y-
said we will club you if you strip naked, and you stripped naked.
yeah, that's like the equivalent of saying, "Oh, I'm my about my the way I want to be is being oppressed by people that don't agree with it." What does it matter? People are going to disagree with it either way.
Yeah, like if someone
Even
disagrees with you.
even with color, it doesn't matter what color you are. Someone's going to dislike you, and there's going to be those few people that say they are being oppressed by a different race. It's not really a race thing that I was bringing up, but it's a similar thing that's going on.
I mean, an unpopular opinion, white people are the most potentially oppressed, but we don't give a shit, so it doesn't affect us.
Now, I understand why some things going on in every community is certainly messed up, but I feel like, say, the black community is. I think they are the loudest about it,
Well, that's the
and
thing, though.
they bring it into the light and like show
People
people.
never look at it like this. Um, like sure, if you look at this, the crime rates between just all races, whites and blacks, and they are like the majority. When a white man gets killed by a police officer, no one cares. When a black man gets killed, it's all
Yeah,
over the news.
that's what I was getting with.
Yeah, so like it's
It
not
it
that is like
should
it's not they're
be on the
targeting
news no
them.
matter
It's
what,
that it's on
but
the news.
they try to
That's what
bring,
I hate about
yeah,
filming with cops.
it's they try to bring into a race that they did something wrong. Of course, there's going to be false accusations and stuff, and something's been done wrong. But that's with any race. It's not just the black or white community. It's any community,
Yeah.
and like anywhere in between. If someone were to be shot, they're thinking about the person. Say someone white, the family might be in pain or like being grief or anything, but like you never see even with a black community, there whenever someone is shot, it's not half the time it's not about consoling their family or anything. It's so everyone else can get a movement across. They're
Yeah.
not posting it so they can spread awareness about, hey, this guy was possibly shot, like, and it had been false or whatever.
Well, it's
They're
also the
trying.
thing like
It's
uh why do people who support Black Lives Matter not support All Lives Matter? They say that it takes away from Black Lives Matter. It really doesn't. It's just saying that all lives matter. If you're wanting equality, then that's how you get it, by preaching that all lives matter,
yeah,
not that specifically Black Lives Matter. Because what's happening to them is happening to every other race. They're just shouting it.
yeah.
They're just shouting it the
Same thing.
loudest.
Same thing with away from race, gender. Okay, gender's even bigger, and I feel like as of recently it has became bigger that men are all the time falsely accused of rape, and
Oh yeah.
it doesn't matter that one claim. There has nothing. There doesn't have, barely have to be anything to back it up besides one person said so.
And it'll ruin the guy's career for his entire life.
Oh, he's going to prison. It's not a career. He's going to prison.
Well, it wouldn't
there's
matter.
no way around it.
Well, it's gotten to the point where like some of these things are a little bit like less, like or are better off. But the woman is now fined so much money if it's found that it is a false accusation. But it doesn't matter. There's so much negative press on that man's name.
Yeah, it's
That
still
one
going-
Google search from
he's
any
still-
employer, and boom,
he's
he can't get a
still gonna
job
get-
because
yeah,
he's the rapist.
and
So
even if he has the ability to back up, yeah, I won this case because it was false. By then, you've already lost the ability to get that job.
yeah, like your
Unless-
name is blacklisted. You're not getting in. Like you're
And
at that point,
that's
you
what
might as
I
well be
feel.
getting a government. Like you might as well be getting a check from the government, just saying
Yeah.
like we fucked up so bad. Here's a check for the rest of your life because we fucked it up. We fucked up the justice
and
system.
there's the same thing with another thing, I guess, with taxes and shit. You've got welfare. I'm not against it, but I feel like there's so many people misusing it and abusing it that it's like such a big problem. Now, I don't mind
Welfare
disability or welfare.
and food stamps,
Welfare is
but it should only be
they,
applicable for legal citizens.
yeah, that as well as I'm not going to say a certain amount of time because okay, you can't even get a better job at this point. You're living off of it. That is fine. But if you're not even trying to better yourself to one day hopefully get off of it, like
Yeah, then what
it's
are you
just
doing
going
for
to
the
keep
economy?
stacking up.
Yeah.
It's going to keep stacking up and stacking up, and that's just going to make other people that are working harder not want to work, and they're just going to try to get the same thing.
Yeah,
It's
you have
going
to
to
make
be-
an
It's
active
going to
effort.
be snowballing.
Because I'm pretty sure you can
into
only be on.
Everything else,
I'm pretty sure you can only be on unemployment for so long.
Yeah.
So,
Well, there's
but
unemployment.
yeah, well, welfare is just like a completely different case. It's
Yeah.
just you can just last on it. There probably is like some workaround there, but it's probably not in. It's probably not as effective
But
as it should be.
there's the thing. Taxes are meant to go for the government for bettering the country. If there's so many people that are working, not working and getting it, it's going to make because more or less you're taking from someone else's family, not necessarily taxes wise, but their taxes are increasing because there's more people wanting to not work.
Yeah, so it's just
And
how are you supposed to you're wanting the country to be better so that you don't live in a rut. But if you're not working to better yourself, then you're part of the
yeah,
cause as to why the taxpayers' money isn't going towards bettering the country, but
exactly,
it's recycling back into the poor people who are living off of welfare. So if you're not working to better yourself, then you're just, you're failing the economy.
exactly. And the people that are necessarily taking away from other families, now taxes are for everyone, but even for people that are not as well off. Now, people that are not well off are getting their money taken away from people that are getting basically free money, which isn't necessarily bad, but I guarantee you 80%, I'm not going to say 80, maybe like 75% of those people, they're just living off of it. They have no plan to work.
And most of them are getting paid under the table so that they can still get
Yeah,
welfare, and they get
exactly.
under the table pay, so they are living off fine, and they're not in an economic struggle, but they're still
Hmm.
getting welfare.
And that's the problem because people that actually need it, as it continues, are getting declined for it and they need it. People that don't need it and they just don't feel like working, they're just getting for free, making other families suffer.
Yeah, and it's even harder for whenever people who like are working to get better themselves, they're working a dead end job, and that dead end job
Hmm.
doesn't allow is making just enough money to where they can't even get welfare, while someone else is probably making just as much money under the table, but since it's not documented, they can still get welfare.
Hmm.
So the whole
And
system's corrupt.
I feel that disability and stuff, like, yeah, I understand that, but I feel like people are abusing it.
Oh yeah, and what is
Like,
considered a disability too.
exactly. Oh, I'm like somewhat blind in an eye. Okay,
But does it
well,
really
if you have
prevent
a,
you from doing
yeah,
work in general, like
exactly.
completely? No.
I feel like it should be for mentally handicapped,
Because they can't work.
uh,
Physically handicapped
so,
people who cannot work.
yeah, someone that has known, like, health issues in general, but someone, like, that is perfectly fine with working, but may have, I don't know, a hurt arm or something.
Like
That
gimped
shouldn't prevent
leg.
them.
Or,
Yeah, that shouldn't prevent them from working. I've seen people that are far more handicapped. Uh to think of it, one of the WalMarts that I went to, I don't know if he works there anymore, but he had crutches and stuff because his legs were messed up. I couldn't tell you exactly why, but he was working, and like, to think that someone like that is working while other people that they're just scheming and stealing from people from that need it, it's just insane.
well, it's the
They
case
don't
that
care.
there are probably more people who are in wheelchairs working, um, and there are probably more people, more than them, who just have a fucked up eye and they're living off of
Yeah.
disability, sitting on their ass at home, getting $8,000 a month. Uh,
No, it's obviously not that high,
yeah, but
but
like it's just like that's
yeah, I
how
understand what you're talking about.
like you're just sitting on your ass. You're getting enough money to pass by. Even if it's not enough to pass by, you're probably with someone, and
Yeah,
you're able to do nothing. You're able to ride the wave. You're not helping the economy. Uh,
exactly, and that is people were plenty of people were like complaining. Even people that are basically doing what we were just talking about, they're complaining about taxes. Well, for two things. One, the people that are complaining that are just getting free money, you don't have the right to complain. Those taxes are paying you.
yeah, it's just not.
And the second one, like, the reason that they're so high is because of the person that was complaining about it being too high and getting free money. Like, they're raising because the more people don't want to work. I believe it's somewhere in Sweden or somewhere. The taxes and stuff are so incredibly high because like 50% of the population doesn't work. I don't believe I can't exactly remember where it's at. It's like Sweden or somewhere. It's somewhere around there, but it's like it's insane.
Hmm. Well, things are just corrupt, political. Everything's just so messed up.
I
Uh,
feel like for being a government of one of the strongest countries, we surely aren't showing it.
yeah, it's it's just always been that way. It's just as low down as we are, like we can still complain, but we can't do anything to help. So
Exactly.
it's just no influence. But like what are we supposed to do? Overthrow the government? And that's just where it comes to. It's just
I don't know.
what
I
are we
feel like
supposed to
they
do?
should listen to people more. Not all ideas are good,
Well, that's
but
why we have the representative democracy. So we don't. That's how it's supposed to be, but it doesn't truly end
it's
up like
certainly
that.
not. It's certainly not being taken account for
Yeah, it's
most of the
not
time.
working as well as it's supposed to be intended. That got extremely political towards the end and was extremely stupid towards the beginning. That will end the first iteration of the Plum Zone. Um, Once again, I'll say for the third time, if you are interested in joining on an episode of the Plum Zone, just shoot me a text on any form of social media, and I'll try my best to incorporate you into the next recording. I hope you guys enjoy this, and if anybody watched this full 45 minutes, what's wrong with your life? And I'm assuming that nobody got past 4
If you
minutes.
have any recommendations, go ahead.
Yes, any topics that we need to touch on as well. I
Cock and
feel
balls.
happy. Also, cock and balls. I would love to hear what anybody has to say about this. Once again, what are you doing with your life? If you watch this entire video, you need to go do your homework. Um, See you plumbers later.